Bring them on, Pops. Come on, put them on. Put them on, Pops. That's it. Pops is getting a bit more adventurous now from Mega's come along. Come on, bring them on. That's the dog. That's the dog. Here, wait. Good dog. Good dog. Now, we'll just get this first batch in. Myself and the main man, Robbie, are on sheep work today. We are taking rams out.
Taking rams out? Yeah. That time of year again.
They've their work done, and you know what's starting? Winter grazing. You can see the delight in his eyes here. Yeah, you'll have a few miles to clock in there, Robbie, but you can't beat the exercise.
No.
Yeah. So we're going to, this is the start of it. Farmers are shouting looking for sheep, and as you will see, my grass has pretty much disappeared. So we are gathering sheep here, rams are coming out, and the ewes are being moved. We get at it. The first job I need to do, because the ewes, most of the ewes have a visual mark to know which ram they went to. I want to have a digital record or a software record of which rams they went to, and I'm going to do that with the reader. So the reader, I can scan them into different groups, which tupping groups or which ram they went to on the software. So I just need to run through all the sheep. I had it done with the alerts the time we were sorting out the sheep, but some of the groups had a bit too many, some of the groups hadn't enough sheep. So I've done a bit of a visual mix up or mix and match of which sheep might suit a particular ram. So in order to have a copy for the software, I need to record that on my reader. So I'm just going to run around them here. That's what you'll see me doing here. And rather than running them through the race or the cotter crate, it's just easier. Once I can get within 6 inches off a tag, I can get a record off the sheep, and they're all saved on the reader. So that's what I'm just doing here now. So you'll see there was a few repeats in this group. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, but then 5. But then where the repeats are, where they're just late cyclers, didn't come in until day 14, 15, 16, 17, maybe even up as far as day 19. So could have been just a bit late, but pretty confident that he has worked and worked well, because there's not, if they were all marked orange, then you're in trouble. You know your ram hasn't worked, or there's something wrong with his fertility. But that group is pretty good. Happy enough with that one. Not too bad. No, I guess that lad was 90 kilos. He is 85 kilos, so I actually forgot to dose the rams, which is a dangerous game to play, but there we go. We forgot about them. It's that time of year, winter grazing. Farmers are calling. They want us to get sheep on. They want their grass cleared off. You'll see why we're moving them. It's pretty much eaten. There's not much grass here, so it's good to give my land a bit of a rest and get them off somewhere else. So this is the batch of sheep with one of the older rams. So I think what we do is we double these up, and we'll see, that might make enough sheep to go onto this bit of ground. It's a bit of ground on the edge of the town, but we'll give you a look at that after. We've a wee bit of fencing to do on it, but come on, out you go. Shh. Come on, Pops, bring them on. Come on, Pops. So I'll see, that's actually a really good day to get the drone up and maybe give you a look at the work we've done with Meg. But tight for time to get these moved before the rain comes. So we'll see, I might get a bit later on in the week and try and maybe put a bit up at the end of the video of what Meg has done. Hopefully I can. I didn't get it up last week, I was just again tight for time, but so a few repeats in this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 repeats in that. I suppose not too bad. In the scheme of things, happy enough with that. It's when you're into over half of them repeating, then you have a problem. Oh, bring them on there. You bring them on, Pops. I just want to show you this here. So this is where the lime spreader got stuck. If you haven't seen that video, this is the thumbnail of it. And you'll see the holes are pretty much just leveled up pretty good. It's been a lot of rain, but as I was saying in that video, it's that type of ground. There's big craters here and holes, and it's levelled up pretty well. I think that's where the main hole was, but as you can see, it is not bad at all. Come on, Pops, bring them on! Come on, Pops, bring them on. Come on, away. Come on, put them in, Pops. Come on, put them in. That's it, put them in. Come on, put them in. Shh. Hop. Come on, bring them on, Pops. Bring them on. Shh. Come on, put them on. Shh. Hop. Shh. Come on, put them on. Come on, away. Good dog. Bring them on, Pops. Come on, put them on. That's the job. That's them all scanned. With this other, we split them in 2 batches here. So it's just easier. Rather than running them through a handling system, it's just easier to close them in behind gates. We'll put some of them in behind that main pen I use. And then this other one I'm using. You'll hear the reader beeping. That's actually the alert since I had set up for the ewes, which ram the ewes were going to. And I forgot to delete it. So I can't actually do that on the reader. I have to do it when I connect to the computer. So that's why normally it would be on a continuous read and you just bleep around all the sheep. But unfortunately, I made the mistake of not clearing it. But every day is a school day. So that's everything saved on the reader now. I can switch it off and it's recorded now on this. So the next job is we can just, I have to get this ram out. That's the next job. I actually have to pull this lad out now. Now that's the big boy pulled out. He has not lost that much condition. He is good enough, Nick. Robbie, that's your friend. That's the boy give you the dunt on the arse one day. Huh? You and him are best buddies.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully we had no mismatches. They all stayed in the fields they were supposed to. So that is how I know which rams own which lambs. The ewes haven't been with any other rams. Well, no, they haven't actually, because they've all been marked. That's another reason for using the early rattles, the yellow rattles. I know that they've all been covered by the ram. There's none that haven't been marked of some description, whether it's yellow or orange. So I know that this ram has done all the service on this group. So when I record them on the reader, I know then that the lambs from these sheep are definitely out of that ram. Unless they're really late into the 3rd and 4th cycle, I will put a ram out after a kind of a sweeper. The next job is get these sheep moved. We might go and grab something to eat, Robbie, before we start moving sheep, will we?
What time is it?
It's time for grub. Man, go down if you're hungry.
Oh, you'd have to say.
Yeah, no good on that job. We'll see. We'll have to get this ram moved. We're going to tighten him up in with this other lad. This is the other lad we pulled out there a second ago. We let this lad up here, Robbie. We're going to give him a fluke dose. We actually forgot to dose the rams the last day. We were so busy, if you remember in the video, of sorting rams and ewes out. We actually forgot to dose the rams, and that is something that could be not, well look, it could be a mess. If you had a really bad fluke season, you could have a problem. Now thankfully it doesn't appear to have done any harm, but it's, look, just goes to show it's hard to get it right every time, but I think we've got away with it. Let's put it that way. You're just not going to chance getting in with him, Robbie, are you not? You're probably right.
What you
Danger. Yeah, that'll finish, yeah.
Finish me.
Go on, in you go. Shh. There's an awkward boy up. Come out there, come out. He's a stubborn boy.
Just stubborn.
Now, that's him dosed. Off the older lads, but we'll just get him in with this other lad. Now, just going to put these boys together here. Dangerous game putting them together because fighting is a bit of an issue. You see this now. Now they were No, actually they were never mixed. These boys were never mixed. So I'm just going to tighten these boys up. And the easiest way to do that is again just using these walk-through panel gates. Oh, sorry, the walk-through gates. If I can make a kind of a triangle here, and they just can't get beating each other too bad in behind them. It's all about keeping the space pretty small. So that would not be bad. I might even tighten them up a little bit more. So I'm just going to make a wee pen like that. If you can see what I've done there, it's a small enough pen. It's the long step back from each other and clash of heads or clash into the ribs that'll do the harm. So we'll just change this gate here. So that's them tightened up there. They haven't really enough space to kill each other, to reverse back far enough. I suppose they have a fair bit from there to there, but I don't think they'll be too bad there. They need to figure out that they need to make friends, we'll say, before we let them out to the field. That'll probably be tomorrow. We're not going to let them out today anyway because it's just too risky. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll get these loaded. We can mix these sheep now and we're going to get our first load away. We're just in the kind of hay shed here. So we're backed in here, ready to load. Loading sheep is always a bit tricky. The ewes actually aren't too bad. They're well used to being moved around, especially this time of year. Well, from now on they'll get plenty of moving. But I suppose you'll just see kind of into a corner. I'd like to have that a bit longer, that they don't turn, but I think we'll be okay. I'm fairly confident these sheep will be alright. Are you ready to roll, Robbie? This ESB spec knot, is it?
Oh, it's just a scandal.
That's one thing Robbie didn't learn in the ESB, was tying knots and ropes. You lack that in your farming's youth, Robbie.
I picked up a good bit of it here.
Aye. Yeah. Well, we've moved on to chains now for a lot of it, but there's still an odd rope now kicking about.
Oh, I think there is.
Yeah, still an odd rope, but I think that's the nature of farming. I think we can't have every gate hanging,
No.
especially when we don't have everyone else's hanging. Now we let a few out here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. I might do it. We'll go, I'd say 17 euros in it. Pops, come here. Pops, come here. Come here, inside. Inside. Here, come here. Up here. Come on, put them on. Shh. Up, up. Here, come here, Pops. That's it. Put them on, Pops. That's it. Put them on. Shh. Up. Shh. Up. Up. Shh. Up. We're away now. Yeah, they're not too bad. These are good enough ewes for loading here. Yeah, I think we get away with a few more on the bottom.
Hit the road.
Right, first load off 50 for the winter, Robbie.
Oh, picture it on.
At least. At least. Now, right, we're loaded here. Robbie, you ready for road?
Ready to rock and ready to roll.
We haven't far. It's only a couple of miles from here to where these sheep are going, but it just doesn't suit to walk them. It's in on the edge of the town, but again, we'll give you a look when we get there. Okay, 35 head. That's always the easiest way. I find the easiest time and way to keep track of your sheep is loading onto a trailer. Generally off a trailer is a bit handier. But this is my first bit of winter graze now. Well, for in-lamb ewes, you've seen that bit where the ewe lambs went onto. But again, bit of dairy ground here. Lovely grass, unbelievable grass. It is a blessing in disguise to be getting this. The only downside is I'm not getting it for too long, but we've a little bit of fencing to do up along here. We run a fencing up there, a couple of 100 metres. I think what we do is we get all the sheep here first. They're not going to ask to move. So there is an old wagon roof there that I would have resheeted for this farmer a few years back. It's a really old angle iron truss, and if you've been following some of the other social medias, I'm in the process of building a wagon roof with IPE or RSJ. Video coming up for that soon enough, but wagon roofs, tricky enough. Robbie, you're closed up and ready for road.
Ready to roll.
First batch out. We're just surveying the premises here. The last time we were here, you valued her at $500,000. What are you talking now?
Oh, sure, she'd be holding her own. Holding her own, no bother.
She'd be a trace along with it now.
She don't want too much money, you know.
Yeah. Right, we're actually heading up that way now. The Cajun Queen is going to feed us next.
Hopefully.
Yeah, right, we're going to go and get another load of sheep here first, so we'll head off and get them loaded.
Right, so she...
Now, I'm not sure if you just noticed that on the time lapse. There was a bit of a standoff here, and if you can hear in the distance, Robbie's van is just behind here and it is running, and that is enough to stop sheep going up on the trailer. So you'll just see the van, maybe just as well. The gate wasn't fully closed here, but the van is enough to stop them going up. Learned that the hard way. A disaster here trying to get sheep up if you leave your own Jeep running. So we actually have Pops here. We let Pops out. Come on, Pops, here outside. Good dog. Pops will be a good little help for this job. Actually going to put these on the bottom. Alright. Alright. Here, Pops. Here. Come on. Bring them on. Bring them on. That's it. Come on. Up. Steady, dog. Steady. So these few ram lambs you will have saw in the shed, and the couple that I've kept, the couple that we kept for breeders that were saved from slaughter, I'm actually going to bring them down with the other lambs. We've another bit of gathering to do as well. Now, so these are the two lads that were saved from slaughter, this lad and this lad. Pops here, come on, Pops. And then the other two lambs that I'm not sure where they came out of, but they are going down there. Come on, shh. That's the job. Pops, here. Hey, outside. No point looking at them here in the shed, so we'll get them moved on.
Shut the window.
Robbie, you have an unusual cargo today.
I have.
You're hardly going to start again, are you?
We were airing the tea chest.
Yeah.
As my mother said, you've got feather head ashes.
Yeah. Chest of drawers, one
Chest
top
of
and one bottom.
One
up and one down.
But there was three laying in the bed under and I left the echo.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless us.
Yeah, tough times. Right, well, Robbie's going to bring the van in because there is rain on the way. And we need to get this cart into the Cajun Queen. She's on childcare, so.
Yeah. No rattles today.
Yeah, no rattles required today. Right, we'll see you in there. We'll see you in there. Be somebody. $17. Okay, close her up there, Robbie. No, 17. And what was on the last bunch? I have to watch the video. I'm not sure. I've actually forgotten. I was trying to think of the next job and I forgot. I think it was 34. Does that sound right? Something like that. Anyway, 17 there. These rams are going to a different spot, Robbie. We'll go and grab the bite to eat here. Here's the phone ringing. I'd say it is the the Cajun Queen now.
Is that some feed?
Geez, you're bushed after that, Robbie. What? Siobhan, you're very good now. You're very good. She's very good. She's bushing us here. Siobhan, she's lovely, isn't she, Robbie?
David, get away from that.
Jeez, we left a rattle at me.
Well, I'm half right. Feed it.
You're busted.
Boxty, spuds,
Yeah.
eggs. Oh God bless him. I turned over. I'd want to get turned back over like a sheep on his back.
Yeah, some feed now, but we've a bit of run and do. We're going to gather lambs with
we'll do that.
little or no penning. We'll see how it goes. We'll see over there. We are just pulled up here on this bit of ground where the lambs are. So I was here earlier in the day. There was one stuck in the wire, and I kind of realised then that they haven't much to eat, so it's time to move them here. So myself and the main man are backed in here. We've a bit of a setup done here, Robbie. What do you think?
I don't know.
It's not great now, to be honest. Yeah, we've no gates. We're a bit scarce in gates, but the ground conditions are terrible. Ideally, I wanted to back into that gate post there and pull the field gate round. We'd have a bit of a funnel here, but you'll see the mess of this. The rain has been shocking, so it's just too wet there. The lambs would not cross that to get them into the trailer, so we're going to load them from this side, and we've an old tub and a bucket here. We'll hope that stops them out in the road. We'll hope for the best. So as you can see, the ground conditions is not great here. It is pretty wet here. Now we're right, Robbie. Come on, we'll head off here and try and get these in. Now, so when you see the field looking as brown as this and mucky, you know that it's pretty well eaten. It definitely is time to move them on. So 30 lambs here. We had one casually. Robbie and Cian picked him up one day, but that's the only lamb we've lost. We didn't lose a lamb in the last bit. I'm not sure how this will go. We'll give it a go. Robbie's a bit concerned about this gate over here, but I'm optimistic. So these are the worst lambs in it. These are definitely the poor quality lads. Long-term keepers. Steady, Pop, steady, away. Hey. Away. And in the left right there. Come on. Come on. Shh. Away. One little wild boy there in the middle. Not going to help things much. Oh, in you go. Come on. Ah, yeah, couple in behind the gate. Come back here. Now it's a couple in behind the gate.
Come here.
Get back here.
Come on.
Right, after a bit of persuasion, we've managed it. We've got her in. Not simple, Robbie. These lambs have put years on it. So we had the gate propped back as far as we could. But you see the way it's hung up here, that's as far as the gate will go. And of course a couple of the lambs had to go in behind it. But they always will. But anyway, look, with them in here, We just have to stick a few on the top deck. We'll hit the road then. Ready for road?
Ready for road.
Better get our dog in. As I mentioned when I had nowhere here, this road is pretty dangerous, so we'll just take Pops in here. I think I'll actually chain her in. A wee chain fixed up here. This just stops her from clawing up round Robbie. You'll see how dirty she is. Because she has a habit of getting up on top of Robbie.
Don't tell you.
Huh? You'd be some mess then, wouldn't you? Yeah. So she lie down in there now. I just have the chain screwed up into something underneath there. Now, it works the best.
Good job.
Now, that's us loaded. We'll hit the road. We're just pulled up here back at the $500,000 mansion at Robbie's castle here. You'll see actually the sheep that we dropped out here earlier are just across there. There's a lad in a rush, Robbie.
Yeah, so the big hill.
He's in a panic. He must have sheep out or something that way.
Take 5 minutes to bury him.
Yeah. Robbie is going, he's going to drop the trailer out to Dilla, to where the sheds are. I have to pick up the quad, and then he's going on a little domestic job.
A domestic job, yeah.
He's to pick up a bit of timber. He's doing a wee job in the house, so thanks for your help.
Keep it country.
Good man.
Happy Christmas. Hope Santa comes here.
Now, I think Robbie had the right idea, pulling the plug. He's gone off to a wee domestic job in the house. He's to fit a bit of timber or something over his porch, but it's just starting to rain here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but we'll get this load out here, and I'm not sure about this wire. We might get away with leaving it till tomorrow, but then forecast isn't great tomorrow. Come on, out you go, lammies. Come on, let's see if we can get these out. They're not that clean. In the trailer here. See, as you can see, they're not the best specimens of lambs ever. They're a little bit underdone, but they're just small frames. There's actually a bit of flesh on them. You can see them wobbling a wee bit. So they're just a lighter kind of a lamb, but a bit of time, they'll turn into money too. So this bit of ground will definitely help them. Come on, out you go. Come on, out you go. Come on. Come on, out. Come on, out. Out you go. Come on. Alright. Come on, out you go. Lovely. So these are the lambs from last week's video. You'll see them up on top of the hill there, all the way down. Some more up on that hill there too. So they have a nice run of ground. They're quite happy here. We'll get another 3 weeks here. I'm hoping. Now these boys don't want to go, but I'm sure they will go eventually. We'll give them a bit of time here. When you're working with sheep, we always say there's always one, and that's all it takes. Just took one to jump out and then the rest will follow. So there's a few left here, but that's one of the lambs for keeping. He's a green dot in his neck. We'll keep an eye on that one. 2 of them in that now. I might actually put a better mark on them and see how they turn out for breeders next year, if they make the cut. And well, it'd be nice to keep an eye on them, see how much they turn into. Come on. There's the other lad. Good lamb too. Some difference in the really good lamb and the average lambs, well below average lambs. So these are the worst lambs I have. Actually, the very, very poor performers. It'll be interesting to see what breeding is in these, but there we go. Now, not a nice evening. It has turned nasty. The wet coat's going on. This is one of them jobs. I just have to do this job because the sheep are in this field behind me here. And if I just swing around here, this is the local town here, just through that hedge there. So the last thing I want is my sheep getting out. You'll see it's just barbed wire there holding them in. So I avoid rain at all costs if I can, but it's one of them days I've no choice. So we'll make a start. The next time you see me, I'll be like a drowned rat, I'm sure. see why I'm putting up the fence. See the thorny wire, 3 nice rows, lovely for cattle, but no good for sheep. I look for a ram and get out under that there, so look, it's not taking too long anyway. Now, I've one more little run to do. So didn't actually get on too bad there. The weather is holding up. Not too bad. It's trying hard to rain, but it's not too. So I've another little run to do from here across to that gate post over there. Keep the sheep away from the yard, the shed and these bales. The daylight has well and truly beaten me here. It's getting pretty dark, but I'm nearly done. I've only 10 more posts to put in. But I just want to show you the wire runs all the way down here to a river, which probably isn't great for sheep and dogs and all the rest, but this is the edge of the town of Ballinya. We're right up against the edge of the town, but thankfully loose dogs are pretty rare around the town and we're not really running up against any houses, so we live in hope. So I'm just going to jump to a couple of days later and give you a look at Meg in action. We'll catch up with you there. So my dog got away from me there. Not great. Away, Meg. Away. Try and stop her here. She heads the sheep. I'll try and stop her. Lie down. Lie down. Good dog. Lie. Oh shit. Away. 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 Now my drum went a bit lopsided there, but I'll go back in action here. Just try and stop Meg here. Come by. Lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down. Away, away. Lie down, lie down. Walk on. Good dog. Away. Good dog. Good dog. Lie down, lie down. Lie down. Walk on. Good dog. Lie down, lie down, lie down. Away. Good dog. Lie down, Meg. Lie down. Walk on. Lie down, lie down. Come by. Good dog. Come by. Hello, hello, Meg. Hello, hello, hello. Come by, come by. Come by. So you'll see I'm just trying to get her used to coming back to me. Somebody mentioned that in the comments and I thought it made so much sense after I read it. Every time, lie down, lie down. Hello, hello, good dog, good dog. So you see she's no problem coming back to me now. Meg, hello, hello Meg, hello. Good dog, Meg, good dog. So as promised, a look at Meg in action. So we've been out for 5 or 10 minutes, pretty much every day since the last video. And I can definitely see improvements in Meg. I'm not sure I have it mastered yet. Still an awful lot to learn in this job. But thank you very much to the dog people who are helping me. And thank you very much to everybody who's commented as well. Very much appreciate your tips and tricks. So it's great to see and hear other people's way of doing things. But that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.